Well guys, here we go again. Another new box. Let's see what she's got. Let's see, will we do it that way? And we have a sarcophagus. It's a really nice sheet of foam. Can be used for many things. But the most important thing in here is this. Okay, we got tools. These things are really nice and tight. And it's hard to find an edge. There we go. Really good packing. These Westcreek people, really good packing. These bags are nice, but they're really soft and they tear really easy. And there we go. Woo. Wow. Look at the roasting on that neck. That is spectacular. Rosewood, fretboard, bone nut they say. Roller string trees already on it. Unlike the Moosies that don't have any, this one has 2 rollers. I don't even have to change those. JX-20, native, black and white. I really like this one. It spoke to me when I saw it more than the red splatter and the beige paisley. I did like the white on the back of the red splatter, and I was thinking, other than black on this one, maybe it should have been all white on the back. I'm just second guessing it. I would have liked that. But, you know, it is what it is. It's black and white. Chrome hardware, Jay, unfortunately. But it's looking pretty good. Let me take a closer look. Oh, I like a little bit of a difference here. Check out the markers. Not standard. Not sure they'll be that easy to see. They're not, at this angle, the front's not that easy to see. But I think they have the luminous dots on the top of it. They're tiny white. Okay. They might be luminous. So this has got some chrome knobbies. Yes, there is a push-pull there. You know, this feels and looks a lot like a box switch. I can't remember if Westcreek was having standard blade switches or not. So the resistance on this pot is quite tight, and the resistance on this one is not. Full saddles. They are set quite high, sharp on the edge of the set screw here. I don't like that. The action is very high. out of the box. The neck looks fairly straight and the action's very high. Well, there's something on my pickup here. Oh, a little piece of metal, a grain of metal stuck to the pickup magnet. We'll have to see about getting the action down. We'll have to see. Oh, it's got a substantial block in the back. It's quite a large one. We'll see that better when I take the cover off. There's at least 3 springs in there. Ferrules, cutaway. The neck feels good. Feels a bit wide though. Not as thin as some that I've got. Wide this way. It's thin this way. You see, like a C profile, or maybe they call that a D profile when it's really thin this way. So it gets a little bit thicker right around when you hit here. Thinner there. But it's quite nice. The logo up here is Westcreek on a flat black background. Yeah. So I haven't been disappointed before with the Westcreek pickups. I'm hoping I'm not going to be disappointed on this one either. The guitar finish is quite good. I mean, there's the standard dust and stuff on it. Now this top, I'm sure is going to be a print that they put on that. This can't be a paint job, I don't think. I could be wrong, but it's probably a print. The way it comes around the edges here, it's probably a print. Do I see any evidence to the contrary? Possibly just here on this little piece of white, there's a tiny little blip that goes beyond where it would normally be cut and contoured. Now that could just be a piece of the print, or it could be a little bit of bleed over from a stencil painting. I'm not sure. Would be great if it was stencil painting. But 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. It's all underneath the clear coat. The buffing job on the top is pretty good, but I can see that there's a lot of swirl this way. So it wasn't brought up to, you know, a really, really good glossy shine. Black is always hard, right? So I can see that there's, you know, residue. It will need a good cleaning to see what is really underneath the surface dirt. This pick guard is somewhat non-standard. It would be very difficult to try to find one, I think, that would replace this. It's kind of like a super strat in a way. It's an S style, but you know, there's a Charvel, there's a bunch of other styles of guitars that kind of look like this, so I'm not really sure if it's meant to be after a Strat or one of those other ones. In any event, we'll have to see. It's got stainless steel frets and all the ball ends are good. And the one thing I notice here is that the high E string is not that close to the edge like I found on another guitar recently. The Toaster also had stainless steel, but the string was really, really close to the edge. And when I was down here, it was really, really easy to pull it off. These frets are grinding. They do need a polish. The frets are not jumbo or anything like that. looking at them, I think I can see little bits of edges. We'll have to check it all over. Let's see what the tuners feel like. Oh, I have some play in that one. Not that one. Oh, a little bit in the D. G feels good. The B has a little bit of play. And the E is okay. So just a couple, tiny little bit of play. We'll try tightening up the end screw and see if that pulls it a little bit tighter against the worm gear inside there that turns the post. And that might just do it. The nut looks pretty good. The G looks a little bit high as it is at the moment, but that isn't down yet. Looking at it, I'm already thinking that the neck probably needs a tiny shimming backwards so that I can drop those saddles a bit. And I'm probably going to need to change the length of the screws because at least this one on the top over here is very sharp. Very sharp. They do have the nicer mushroom head strap buttons. So, okay. I have to look for my 5-way switch, I guess, because I'm pretty sure this is a box switch. Other than that, first inspection, it looks reasonable. Reasonable. The neck is beautiful. The neck is absolutely beautiful. There is kind of a black mark here on it. That's probably because somebody put it down somewhere, or they put it on one of their, blocks, and there is a tiny little bit of a black mark there. I'm sure I'll be able to clean that off because it's definitely not part of the brown wood grain. It's a very, very smooth satin on it. Very, very nice. So we'll see where the demons lie and where they don't when we take a look a little bit deeper. So the next step will be to see what it sounds like just as it is. Stand by.